Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the Braze, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can build your own extension and publish it to Dynamics 365 Business Central. Before going to start this demo, I want to show you my blog website, that is the brazeblog.azurewebsite.net, where you can find all the articles related to Visual Studio Code and Dynamics 365 Business Central. So before going to build an extension for Dynamics 365 Business Central, you need to download Visual Studio Code on your machine. Visual Studio Code is a window application which you can download it from code.visualstudio.com. I already downloaded the Visual Studio Code on my machine. So after downloading, you have to open the Visual Studio Code. And when the Visual Studio Code application is open, you have to download an extension from the Visual Studio Marketplace. That extension is AL language. You can directly go to the Visual Studio Marketplace and you can download it from there, or you can download it from your Visual Studio Code application. So here in left side you can see an extension option where you can type AL language and you can install this AL language extension, because this extension is very important when you are going to build an extension for your Dynamics 365 Business Central. This contains all the required commands that is required to build and publish an extension to Dynamics 365 Business Central. After installing this AL language, you can find all the commands related to AL under the command palettes. There are two options to open a command palette. One is you can use a shortcut called Ctrl+Shift+P, or you can go to View menu and click on this command palette option. This will give you a text box where you can write the commands that is required to create an AL project and to deploy or publish your extension on Dynamics 365 Business Central. The first command that is used to create an AL project is ALGO. So first type ALGO here and hit enter. Then the Visual Studio Code give you an option to create your AL project on any location. So you can give a name to your project like this: Hello World extension. This is my first extension, so I name it as Hello World extension and hit enter. After that, you will see a targeted platform. There are 4 different kind of targeted platform because Microsoft gives us 4 different kind of releases from the initial, that was 1.0. Now it's 4.0. This is the latest version. So I will choose 4.0 and then hit enter. The Visual Studio Code again asks for the server information. There are 2 different kind of server you can use. First one is Microsoft Cloud Sandbox. This is used when you are having a cloud credential for your Dynamics 365 Business Central platform. Then you have to choose Microsoft Cloud Sandbox. If you already installed a Docker image on your local machine and you are using it on your local, so then you have to choose your own server. But I already have a cloud credential for Dynamics 365 Business Central, so I will choose Microsoft Cloud Sandbox. So for all the demos, I will going to use Microsoft Cloud Sandbox. So after choosing the server, you will see your project will be loaded in Visual Studio Code and you will find different kind of files in File Explorer. Here it gives us 2 different folders. One is AL package, another is .vs code. In .al package, you can see 2 different kinds of apps. These apps contains all the definitions of different objects. .vs code contains launch.json that contains the server information. Another file is app.json that contains all the required information for your extension. So here you can give a name to your extension. Just I want to give a hello world extension, and then you can give a publisher name over here. I want to give my name because I am the publisher. Here you can choose version and many other configuration you can do in app.json. And this project also contains another file called helloworld.al. This is the actual file that contains all the business logic and the different customization that will going to do something when this extension will deploy to Dynamics 365 Business Central. Here you can see this helloworld.al file contains a sample code that contains a message box that will be pop-up when a customer list page will open in Dynamics 365 Business Central. But here now you can see that an error. It says customer list extension object is not found, and the same thing you can find in the problem window. It says the target page is not found, and here is some issue related to publisher. And if you go to output, you can find a different output information that will happen whenever you do something in Visual Studio Code. If any error occur, you will find the information related to that in output window. Now this project contains only two different kind of errors that we have to resolve. To resolve this issue, you first have to download a symbol so this extension can understand the customer list object. To do that, you have to open command palette. I'm going to use Ctrl+Shift+P. Now here you have to use a command called al download symbols. When you are going to download a symbol for your project, then Visual Studio will ask for your credential. So enter your Dynamics 365 Business Central credential here. Enter your username and password. Then the Visual Studio Code will going to authenticate your username, and this will take few seconds, and after that all the symbols will be downloaded into your Visual Studio Code, and you will find different new apps in AL package that contains all the information related to the objects that you are going to use in your extension. After all the symbols are downloaded, you can find the customer list issue object not found is resolved. Now this very simple application is ready to publish. To publish your extension, you can again hit Ctrl+Shift+P to load the command palette. Then you have to write al publish. Here you can find different options for publishing. For this demo, I am going to use publish without debugging because I do not want to debug the code right now. So choose publish without debugging. This will again start authentication to the user, the credential that I am already provided to Visual Studio Code. And if you see here in the debug console, this is success and the package called Tabrija's Hello World extension. This is the current version of my app has been published to the server. When I go to the browser, this will loaded the page 22 because in my launch.json, I already mentioned when the extension has been published, what object should be loaded. The page ID 22 is related to customer list page. So before the customer page will load, you will see the message called app published hello world. Click OK. After that, you will see the customer list page will be opened. So whenever you are going to open this customer list page, your extension that you published will first pop up the message. So now I go sales and click on customers. Here, this is the message first shown on the screen. When you click OK, then the customer list page will be opened. So after publishing the extension, you can find all your extension under setup an extension. There is another link called extension. Click on it. On the extension page, look for your extension, scroll down a little bit, and here, this is my extension that I just published. You can see the different information by clicking on this three dot button and click on view. You can see the publisher name is the braces as. This is same as that I given in my app.json file. The publisher is the braces as. Version is 1.0.0.0 and the name is hello world extension. The same information is available here in the extension detail page. So that's it for this demo. In the upcoming videos, I will tell you more about extensions and how you can use different objects of Dynamics 365 Business Central to do any customization. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.